Hello, everybody. I hope all is well. Good morning to you. It is, oh man, it's been fun weekend with friends and family. So it's Monday, May 18th. About to head out to the gym, spend some time with baby girl this morning. But I wanted to jump on today and just do a real quick. This is going to be a pretty quick video. For those of you who aren't familiar with me, my name is Cornell Boone. I am managing director and founder of Boone Capital Group. We are a tangible real assets private equity firm registered underneath 506C. We focus on ranches, timberland, recreational activities on that land, and all of the above, man. Pretty excited about the amazing things that we're doing and what ultimately God is doing through our firm. I'm very big in my faith and very vocal about that as well. And the amazing things that we're doing. So today, what I wanted to do was just a quick video, man. I was having a conversation with my wife yesterday, which I often get these epiphanies from my spouse, but also spending some time just walking, kind of thinking from this past weekend. And there was two kind of components. I was in deep eastern North Carolina where I grew up, spent some time working on our family property, getting trail cameras fixed up, all that type of deal. Did a short run, did a little 8 mile run, which is not a flex for my other marathoners out there, but just did a little 8 mile run. And man, I just had this moment where I realized how important it is to slow down. One, I have that opportunity to reset with family, loved ones, friends, but how you miss things when you're going too fast. And then the context of this was literally I was going by a watershed area the Continental Creek, for those who are familiar with the Continental in Eastern North Carolina, and ended up coming across a property with 22 what we call them duck blinds, which are like these specified areas for hunters and outdoorsmen, or people recreating on the water in general to be able to use. And it was managed by this particular county where my family stays at. Hadn't seen it before, hadn't noticed a small sign, hunting by permit, and got to see how those that revenue brings dollars back through the county through their parks and recreation. I was just like, man, that's super cool. How long have they been doing this? I noticed people being in this area for quite some time, so it's like, man, that's really cool. Kept running, went by a older country club that I believe had been there since 1915. And there's a motel that's sitting right there. And I'm seeing folks coming, presumably back and forth from this recreation area and staying at the motel, and also having this golf course that is a very historic golf course. I think it was I want to say it was a country club, so it wasn't a municipal. It was like a private older club that was there. And I was just looking at the proximity and just thinking about the alignment, some of the different opportunities that are happening in the tourism space right now, as well as the hospitality space with all the impact that Airbnb has felt. So I say that in general to say, man, as I'm kind of analyzing this thing and I'm looking and I'm thinking about how opportunities kind of shift and how things move. And I'm really looking at, man, I'm so glad that I got my reps when I did early on, and those conversations that I had that really helped me to refine the thesis, if you will. I'm glad I had those conversations early on, and I'll tell you why. When you have early conversations about your thesis as a fund manager, you start your first syndicate, whatever, that is probably some of the most impactful shifting feedback that you will receive that will help you and save you literally years, maybe even decades for some folks on what it is that you're trying to accomplish and what you're trying to do. There are things now when it comes to K1s, specific tax strategies, wealth preservation, different codes of the different sections of the IRS code that, hey, I was completely unaware of 8 months ago, or actually coming back to, I started this fund back in July of 2025, so almost a year. Something that I was completely unaware of at that time. That now I can just kind of riddle off and talk about bonus depreciation, section 179, section 168K, so many others, 631B when it comes to timber, things that I didn't really know move the needle, if you will, or really put the fire underneath decision makers that have had a liquidity event, or they're looking to do like a 1031 exchange or something of that nature. These things I was not fully in on in the beginning, and I thought about even some of those calls that I had and how encouraged I am that, you know, you have great folks. And do not get me wrong, you get your moment with some folks and you get one shot. And that's okay. Like, hey, family offices, your larger firms, you might get one shot. But I am super grateful for those early conversations with high net worth individuals or folks who have done really well to hear me out. And I think we don't talk about that enough as fund managers or people who come into this space. Because I mean, this is the finance world, right? So 9 times out of 10, typically folks who are getting in finance are people who have a financial background, or they don't have a financial background, they have a successful background as a investor or operator themselves, and now they're creating some type of syndication, if you will, for that particular niche or business activity or hobby that they're already in. And they're trying to change that from being just a dream, as the title of this video, just a dream, to an operation, to a business, from a hobby to an actual like lifestyle asset, experiential asset, if you will, to bring other folks a part of that. So in so many words, man, I think what's super important is that as you go through these different stages, if you will, when you're making those changes from being, hey, I have this dream, I have this goal, I have this vision, this idea, which is totally fine. You're gonna start there, right? That's where the passion begins. Oh, your reps, your conversations that you're having with folks who really are able to stroke a check, who are really able to make an introduction that, oh, by the way, doesn't always lead to the capital. You're going to need a team to be able to make this thing happen. Sometimes the transaction is not a financial one, it's a relational one. It could be a relationship that this person has established with a particular investment group or particular operator, excavation company, real estate agency, whatever the case may be, that, hey, you need to talk to this person, Kobe, talk to such and such. They'll help you out with X, Y, and Z, and it's going to end up saving you X, Y, and Z. Like those type of those type of reps, I think over time help you out so much. And I hope this video is like making sense to folks, but those type of reps early on help. So when you are in front of those folks that you might get one shot, you might get one chance for, you're able to come away with, you're able to come away with and send some documents. And I said, share that to say, just last week, man, super grateful. Had a conversation with a wealth advisement firm, one guy that Wednesday ended up having a call with two of his colleagues on the following day on Thursday, who happened to be interested in alternative investments and some stuff within the land and timber space, land and just timber, ranch land, assets space in general, just land. Guys were really interested in land in general. Ended up having a great conversation with these guys, man. They got it early on. They call, hey, I understand what you're trying to do. Let's take a look at what you got. Send over some documents, man. So and as opposed to this being a direct individual, if you will, so high net worth individuals, this is a organization with multiple chapters, if you will, of wealth advisors who have clients as well. So they're actively looking for these type of investment paths or tangible assets to present to their clients. And that, again, that really changes the game when you're starting to get feedback and position yourself and being sharpened for the folks who are allocating and stewarding their own clients' wealth as well. So I say that to say this video, a couple of things I just wanted to share with folks is how important it is that you earn your stripes, man. You get your reps, your early on conversations, because if you listen to them, 9 times out of 10, the client, when they say the customer's always right, that is very true. The client will tell you what they're looking for. The investor will tell you what they're interested in. Hey, I'm interested in 8%, 10%, 15%, maybe more, right? Hey, well, man, I'm just looking to move around some capital. I just sold a condo. I just did this, that. Looking to move some capital around, man. I want to see what you're doing. And or hey, I've had folks who are just like, man, I saw you talking on LinkedIn, and it was different from anything that I had seen before. And I'm looking at maybe it's multifamily or somebody looking at some condos or commercial real estate or something. But man, your thing, just seems kind of cool and it aligns with who I am and what I'm about, family and land and sustainability, those type of assets. And you won't you won't have enough skin in the game until you just jump out there and you have those uncomfortable calls at times. I've had calls where there was pauses. It's not obviously y'all guys see I can talk. It's not because I can't, but I've had those times that I've had to sit back and hold my peace for a second. You want to come out fiery, you know your deck inside and out, but sit back. Let that person is reading you. They're reading you. They're trying to see, are you still just a dreamer, or are you now moving to that next space of allocator and somebody that they can trust um, to steward their capital and bring them back, in a return. And what I do, it's not just a return financially. I'm bringing back a relationship and experience. This is these properties that we're holding for, and I'm kind of going to the end of the call, but these properties that we're holding for 3 to 5 years, in most cases five, because of some of the tax strategies that some of the guys I'm speaking to are interested in. Um, their children will be getting their first deer, or you'll be seeing their first child being born, or these folks are retiring in some cases. Just different places in life where land and these ranch assets play into their experience during the whole period that they're actually able to see, touch, feel, and enjoy as well. And I think for me personally, that's the gift that gives on giving far after you've exited the property or gone forth. So just want to share this video and talk about that importance of just really dialing in on your reps and those experiences for anybody out there raising capital at any point that you watch this video, is just to you know understand the importance of those calls in the beginning and how they shape you, and it'll leave a smile on your face when you're like, man, that was okay. You'll look back on the call and be like, okay, that was a terrible call, or I did not understand how to operate with that person or whatever. And then you'll smile and just be like, man, but they continue to encourage me, or maybe they gave me tough feedback and it helped me to shape into the level that I needed to be operating at, or how to steward that kind of conversation, operate in a way with excellence that I wanted to. So, so many words. Hope this video was good for you guys. Want to continue to pop these out, man, and share value. If you find this valuable, please like, share, subscribe, send this to somebody that you know. If you're interested in what we're doing, we're accredited investors. 506C for this fund we're raising for now. We got 356 acres smack in the middle of Dallas, Texas. Super excited about this one. Really believe we'll be able to bring this one home. So I'm excited to partner with some great folks on it. The fund is open. You can reach out at Kobe@BooneCapital.co. That's Kobe@BooneCapital.co. Or you can go over to the website, check the website out, read up on me. Feel free, look at my history, background, whatever the case may be. That is www.boonecapital.co. That's www.boonecapital.co. I look forward to speaking with you. God bless.